Hi there, Addy here from Torontonian Online and buildingsforsaletoronto.com. One of the things that I used to do before that I haven't done in a while is doing a daily video of all the properties that are getting listed in the city of Toronto. And from after a great request from a lot of people that actually used to enjoy these videos, I'm going to start doing them again. So expect to see these happening on more regular basis. You'll see videos coming every morning to you, or morning or night, whenever I get to the office. But before I get started, I wanted to make sure that I do a recap of all the properties that are currently available. So this is a very long video. You're going to see a lot of the properties that are on the market for a little while and something that have just come up into the marketplace. I'm going to be doing something similar from plazas as well. So let's get into it and talk about what properties we're looking at right now. So today we have 18 properties that we're going to be taking a look at. As I had mentioned before, this is all going to be within Toronto. So let's get to the first property. So this is 886 College Street, located at the corner of, this is Little Portugal area, or Palmerston, you can say. So this is close to, I would say, Palmerston and what's the street name? Manning. So that area and College. So this is Little Italy area, just on the west side of Bathurst. They're asking 1.29. It doesn't say much about the property itself other than it has 2 to 5 units over here. 3,155 square feet. Taking a look at the pictures over here, they have a floor plan included. And I'm going to show you a little bit more detail of it. Here, let's take a look at the floor plan over here. So this is the main floor basement. So you have stairs that are coming in and out over here. And then you have one unit that you enter into. So this is a complete apartment, and they have a studio on the other side. Then the other one, this is the main floor. You come in, foyer, office space over here. This is a living room, bedroom. So this is an apartment, a complete apartment over here. Then you go up the stairs, and they have an office space over there as well. Then you have the second floor. So you come up the stairs. You have a kitchen over here, dining room, bathroom, living room, and bathroom. So there's a door over here, as you can see. And then when you get to the last floor, you have a bedroom and another bedroom. So this is actually a 3-bedroom unit. So a good size. It's not a bad area to be in for an investment perspective. They haven't provided any financials, any detailed financials. So it's really hard to say what the cap rate is going to be. But it does say the gross is 5250. Now, when you're looking at a property like this, 5250 times 12, you're looking at a gross of 63,000. Already we know the property is a little bit overpriced because at 63,000 divided by 0.05, which is a 5% cap rate, the value comes out to 1.6. They're looking at quite an extensive cap rate on this one, but it's there. There might be opportunity because they've been on the market for 37 days now. There might be an opportunity to get a decent price on it. Next is 158 Quebec Avenue. This property's been on the market for a little while. I personally know a couple of agents that have tried to buy this property, but it seems like the sellers are having a hard time letting go of it. 1.3 is what they're asking for it. Again, let's take a look at the picture. It needs to be updated. It's a large building. There's no doubt about that. It's got three meters in there. This is the basement entrance from the side, and that's the side entrance to the back unit. It's got a decent parking lot in the back as well. It's got a 21.18 foot by 150 foot lot. So lot sizes are very deep on Quebec. There's a neighboring property that is also available for sale. So if somebody's looking to build this into a sixplex, this is a three unit triplex. If anybody's looking to build a two side by, well, it's not really beside it, but it's a door down, a couple of doors down. Sixplex in the area, that's definitely a good option as well. So he's got, as I said, one bedroom and two bedrooms. So good size units. They're asking 1.3 for this one. The cap rate, from what I remember when I ran the numbers on this one, were around 4 to 4.25%. It does have baseboard heating. That's something that might have to be improved. So if somebody's looking to purchase a property to renovate it, this might be a good opportunity because you can take it away from baseboard, put forced air, and start charging more rents on this one. Caval, this is in Mimico. Again, they're asking 1.38 for it. It's been on the market for 94 days. They don't have much in terms of pictures, but you get an idea. It's 12.49 meters by 40 meters, so it's about 30 by 120 feet is the lot size on it. It's got 6 washrooms, so I'm estimating, oh, there we go. It's got 6 apartments in it, 5 2-bedrooms, 1 bachelor. and they're asking at a return rate of approximately 4%. Doesn't really mean anything, as you know. It's either a cap rate that we take a look at, because return rates, if they don't have a mortgage, would be really really good return. So we want to see cap rates return that is applicable to the property. Next we have Stansted. Stansted, again, it's located in Bathurst Manor area, C06, which is close to St. Clair. Let's take a look at the pictures. Decent it's got four hydrometers over there. It looks like coin operated laundry. The laundries are newer. I'd be interested in finding out if they're actually rental or if they're owned. They're asking 1.4 for this one. It looks like it's very well renovated inside. So it's a beautiful property. Let's take a look if we have the financials. It looks like we do have the financials, so we can take a look at them. But it does look really nice. Oh, 1 second. So it looks like there is some brickwork that is also done, which is actually nice. A lot of times what you see with older buildings is the bricks outside are falling apart. This looks like the basement unit. Beautifully done. It's a very nice job that they have done over there. This is a semi. So the lot size is 33 by 115 foot. So let's take a look at the financials on this. So unit 1 is being rented for $11.98, so about $1,200, $1,800 for potential. This is owner occupied right now. Unit 3 is $1,800 as well, and unit 4 is $1,148. So your potential net income is $60,430. The reason they're using potential is because there's one unit that is owner occupied. So 60,000. So 60,430. Oh, 60,430.25 divided by 0.05. So 1.2 at a 5% cap rate. They're asking 1.4 for it, so there's a bit of a premium. Again, if you can improve it in somehow, definitely worthwhile to take a look at it. They're saying the cap rate is around 4.3%, which I believe. If you want to schedule an appointment, it's definitely worthwhile to take a look at this. 2251 Kipling Avenue. There weren't financials provided for this one. This is a sixplex over here. Again, it's one of those classic 60s construction. It does have a garage in the back where you can park 3 cars, a heat exchanger. It's got 6 meters in there. There should be 7, because that's what you usually see, unless the basement unit that they have would be an illegal one. So they just add one in the basement and they add it on to the whole meter that they have. So the lot size is 67, almost 67 by 120 feet. So it's a good lot size. This is a very common stock that you see in Toronto right now for anything a lot around this this type of property, 6 units to 12 units. These are all built in the late 60s, early 70s. You have terrazzo floors. You have a lot of them would have stucco on the inside, but the ones that are updated, they would have drywall. One of the things that you want to be careful of is that if there is drywall on top of the stucco, or if they actually took it out and updated the electrical as well. Again, decent looking apartments, nothing crazy in here that stands out. 6 units, sounds like a really sound investment. Again, no financials available, so really hard to gauge how accurate the $1.5 million price is. Next is 930 Dundas. These guys have been trying to sell this property for, God, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years now. They keep on going up in price. I remember when this property was listed for $930,000, but then they kept on changing it. This property actually is a rooming house, and that's part of the reason why it's not selling. They're trying to sell it at a 5% or even worse now, 4.1% cap rate. But the actual property should be around the 7 to 8% cap rate, because this is, as I said, a rooming house. Rooming houses are not easy to get financing for, and that's one of the main downfalls for this one. And it looks like they have it listed with a mere listing, so I wouldn't be surprised if this one will be around for a little while. 30 Victor Avenue. It's been on the market for a little bit, about 3 months now. I've been keeping an eye on this one. It's an interesting property. I like this one. It's got 6 units in it. It's got $61,000 in income, 6 1-bedrooms, hassle-free. It's in a good area. This is in Mimico. It's not a bad area, very up-and-coming area. So based on 61,000, 61,156 divided by 0.05, you're looking at 1.22. They're asking 1.749, so that's part of the reason why the property is sticking around for this long. Again, this is a little bit of an older stock. I don't know if it's that, well, it's around 60 years old. So this, again, built in the 60s and 70s, post-war era construction. Their insurance numbers are a little bit wonky, $612. I don't know how accurate that would be. But it does have a healthy gross, $76,000. 6x6 stoves, coin-operated washer and dryer. and it's got the steel fire doors. So a worthwhile investment if you're in the market for something like that. 1321 Weston Road. I haven't been able to go take a look at this one. I like the property because it actually looks pretty nice and clean inside. Again, it's one of the stocks that we had talked about, post-war era stocks. 50 by 130 foot lot on this one, and it looks decent. I don't see anything that stood out to me in the pictures, but again, the pictures are designed to make it look nice. You can count how many breakers they have: 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 breakers over here. This one has 10 units in here. So based on a price per unit, this one actually makes sense. So that works out to about $180,000 per unit. So this is probably one of the cheaper ones that we're seeing right now in the marketplace. Again, it all depends on what rents you can get. So if the rents are decent, that you can collect decent rents on it, it definitely makes a lot of sense. Now, if you look at the breakdown, 7 2 bedrooms, 2 1 bedrooms, and 1 bachelor, it does look like it has a lot of space, but I don't know how big the units are going to be. That means like each unit on average is about 643 square feet. So the numbers are a little bit low. Oh, look at that. There is numbers here. So let's take a look at this. The numbers, so 84,107 divided by 0.05, 1.68 million. These guys are asking 1.79. So it's actually not really that bad. The price per unit is really beautiful. 180,000 price per unit. I haven't seen one this low in a very, very long time. So definitely worthwhile to take a look at. If you have any questions, as I said, you can reach out to me. 641 Dundas Avenue. This one is a commercial residential mixed use. So it won't be purely an apartment. So this would be purchased as a commercial property. Difference is with commercial, you have to put at least 25% down, depending on the lender you're using. Some lenders want, like the AAA banks, they want 35 to 40%. Some of the other lenders will let it go for a little bit cheaper, a little bit less down payment. The lowest you can go is 25%, versus when you're buying an apartment building, you can go as low as 20%. So something to consider when you're purchasing this one. 2,028 square feet. Square footage is not huge on this one, and we would have to take a look at the financials, which are not provided, to really gauge if it's really a worthwhile investment. This is in Greek town, so there is a lot of demand for residential units, but I don't know if it's worth the price, because it's only 15.5 feet and they're asking 2 million. So unless there's stuff made out of gold in there, I really don't know if it's worth that much money. 659 Dover Court. So this is Dufferin Grove, just north of Little Portugal area. They're asking 2.2 for this one. This is a semi-detached property. Was this the semi? No, this one is a detached one. So this is a detached one. There's a semi that is for sale on that building too, on that street too. 3,900 square foot detached, 25.25 by 100 foot lot on this one. It's got four units in it. This one is beautifully renovated. I really like this one. So if somebody's looking for a turnkey solution, this is a really good option for them. Again, these are old Victorians. They have really, really tall ceilings on the main floor and on the second floor, as you can see evident from this picture. And this one too, you can see how tall the ceilings are. It's got beautiful finishes. I didn't see anything that I didn't like about this one. It's got the duplex. It has the duplex zoning for the property too. Might have to do a little bit of math on this one. So let's see. So what you want to do is you want to calculate the net operating income. Now, one thing to note is that they're saying that these are estimated. So there would be some due diligence that would be required. So we take the gross income and we subtract out the expenses. So 1,800, 2,508 minus 942 for water, minus 6768, so 61,626 divided by 0.05, so around 1.2. But that doesn't make sense. I know the properties over here are worth a lot more, because they're just, so there must be something that they're not charging enough rents or something like that. It would have to be something that requires a little bit more due diligence. I definitely would urge you to take a look at this one. Next, we have 1089 Broadview. I've been looking at this property for a little while now. 7143, that is the lot that they're selling, if I remember correctly, because the property itself is not that big. So the total area is 7143, 66.7 by 106 foot is the lot size. It's on Broadway, so it's got the commercial residential mixed use zoning available over there. This is again a development opportunity, as you can see. So they're not selling it really as a A multiplex, this is more if you want to redevelop it into something. 66 by 106, you could do small townhouses over there. You could probably get away with maybe three townhouses over there. So your townhouses would be somewhere around 3 to 4. You could probably do like even 15 by. I'm just throwing numbers out there. 15 by 40, 15 by 50 foot townhouses with parking available for them. That might make it worthwhile, but still the price is pretty challenging to make that happen, because when you're looking at this number 2389 at 2389 divided by 4, that's still 597,000, almost 600,000 per unit for just the raw land. So it gets pretty challenging when it comes to developing anything in that much of a space. Next we have 410 Brunswick. This is in the annex. Really beautiful area. If you're not familiar with the annex is the area that is adjacent to UFT and adjacent to Yorkville. Beautiful space, 4,200 square foot property. It looks like it has 4 units in it, if I remember correctly. So it has 3 bedroom and 2.5 bath, 2 rental units. So it's a triplex. Each with 2 bedrooms. Yeah, so it's a triplex. There's another property right next door to it that was for sale as well. It might actually be. Let me just take a look. Oh no. So there was 2 properties side by side on Brunswick that were for sale as well. 30 by 128 foot lot. It's been on the market for only 15 days. No financials available, so budget for renovations available upon request. So you would really have to take a look at this. It's a big space. You could definitely charge a lot of rent over there. I haven't looked at it in a lot of detail, but it might be worthwhile to taking a look at. If you're interested, I might actually add this to my tour and just to go take a look at them and get an idea as to what can be done with these properties. Next we have 2434 Keel Street. They're asking 3.15. It's been on the market for a little while now. This one has 12 units in it. Let's take a look at the picture to show you. Beautiful building. I like it. 74 by 135 foot lot. It's got garages in the back as well with surface spaces. Property needs to be updated. Seems like they're asking quite a bit of premium over here. It's $315 a square foot is the price per square foot. Property definitely needs to be updated. If you're looking at 12 units, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is what I was talking about. So this is your house meter over here, and the rest of them are for the units. So at 12 units, let's just quickly take a peek. So at 12 units, let's say you have to spend $25,000 per unit. You're looking at about $300,000 in rough renovation costs just to bring the units up to date, and then anything else on top of it that you have to do. I don't know what the roofs are like. The cap rate is 3.13%. Yeah, there's no way this is one of the best deals in town. Income based on February 1st, 2017. 98,000 NOI. That's a really challenging cap rate. So let's see, 0.0, or give them 4% because there's nothing available. 2.46%. At 2.46, it would cash flow. But then again, we would have to definitely take a look at it and see if you can actually renovate and increase rents. Because if you can't increase rents, then yeah, there's not much you can do over here. Oh, there we go. This is the property that I was thinking of. 663 and 665 here on. They're asking 3.5. Been on the market for 100 days exactly today. So it's got 8 residential units, all rented on month to month, and then income expenses are based on from January to August 2016, and then 661, 50 by 150. Yeah, so there you go, 80 by 120 foot lot. So I don't know if you're going to be able to demolish this one, because this one does have, if I remember correctly, does have heritage there. It's in the annex, so you won't be able to demolish the front, but it does have a decent lot size with it. So it's a worthwhile investment to take a look at if you're looking at getting into the annex. Last time I was working with a client, they bought on Matheson, and they were 10 units, and my clients actually paid 3.25 for them, and that was a little while ago. Again, it all depends on what the interiors look like. Definitely have to take a look at it. This one is just for one. They have 3.5, and I think they're asking a little bit more for the other side. If you want more information, feel free to reach out to me, 877 Hey Addy, and I can get that information for you. Next, we have 1395 Gerard Street East, 4.2 million. They have more than 20 apartments. So they got 21 units, 4 bachelors, 14 one bedrooms, 2 two bedrooms, 1 store space, 5-year lease signs with 4 years left. Um, there's a similar property to this one that is also available at Victoria Park as well. Similar thing, but the price is very similar as well. That one is 25 units. Again, that's not included in this list. I ran some numbers on this one a little while ago. Let me see if I can remember correctly. So gross income is 266, expenses. So let's run the numbers. So gross income is 266,640 minus 83,779.56, and then divide that by 0.05. So they're looking at 3.66 at a 5% cap rate. Now you have to remember there's a commercial component to it too, which is this building right here. And because of the commercial component, you're not going to be able to get a pure residential mortgage on this one. This one's going to be commercial residential mixed use. So this is in the Little India area. It's not a bad area. The property appreciation over there hasn't been all that great, and part of the reason is because not a lot of the properties were getting renovated in the area. So if you have a renovated property that is generating income, you can actually break that threshold ceiling over there. Next, oh, there we go, 661 Huron. So they're asking 4.4 for this one, and this is 80 by 120 foot lot. This is 9,600 square feet. So all in all, you're looking at about 7.9 million for the two sides, which is quite extensive. It could be a redevelopment, but I don't know how much of a redevelopment you can do. It's a beautiful lot. Definitely, there's no doubt about it. Definitely worthwhile to take a look at. Or you could just have them as 16-plex side by side. Again, financials would have to be reviewed. I highly doubt it's going to actually make sense financially, but I can definitely take a look at it and pull it out if you're interested. Just drop me an email and I can send it to you. This is a property that has been on the market for years, as you can see, more than 2 years. They've been trying to sell it for $4.5 million. The price, I think it's a 3% cap or 2.5% cap, which is ridiculous. The only thing is it's got a couple of different properties. So 137 Cruzon, and then 1480 and 1492 Dundas Street. So it makes an L shape over here. I don't know if they actually have it. So 1, 2, and there's the other building, 137 Curzon. So it gives you an idea. So those are all the spaces that are included in it. It might be worthwhile now looking at some of the other properties, but as I said, they've been trying to sell it for a little while. They sold it once. It went conditional, but then it came back on the market. I don't know exactly what the reasoning was. I think the reasoning might be the interior conditions. Again, it's something that can be looked at. This one is another one of those properties where it's being listed as a mere listing. Yeah, if you have any questions, just reach out to me. I can help you out. Just to finish off, there are a couple of properties that we're working on right now that are exclusive. I have a hotel in Simcoe City, which is right by Hamilton, generating $9,000 a month in cash flow, not income, cash flow, after your expenses are paid. They're asking $1 million for that one, 14% cap rate. It's ridiculous. Somebody buy this one. The other property I have is 100 acres up north. It is in Loretto. 100 acres. This is agriculture land that is on Side Road 4. That is available for sale. It can be divided into 2 different spaces. If you're looking to build a house for yourself, it might be a really, really good property to take a look at. There's a natural divide with the river running through the property, breaking it into 65 and 35 acre lots. And that might be something interesting for anybody that is looking to build a custom home for yourself. We also have 2 side-by-side properties in Little Portugal, 23 and a half feet each, 2 semis. They're ready to be demolished. There's plans available for them to be built into detached properties, or you could actually put townhouses over there, and you could put 3 townhouses. The price over there per one side is about $950,000. The other side is $800,000. So if you're interested in those, feel free to reach out to me, 877-439-2339, or email me, addy@heyaddy.com. Take care, and I will be back tomorrow with some more properties. Take care. Bye-bye.